So I want you to imagine having a system that guarantees results every single time it's being deployed in creating adverts. Now, no matter how you set up a campaign, if you don't master these 4 things I'm going to talk about today, you always get average results. I must tell you, whenever you get good results from your ad, one of these 4 things are always responsible. Now, imagine getting all the 4 complete. Now, before I move on, I would like to tell a little bit about myself. My name is John Esch. I'm a digital marketing consultant. I've been privileged to work with so many brands, some small, some big, as you can see. I've had my own fair share of successes and failures, and I've learned from those failures, and finally was able to coin out a system from my experience and expertise. This system I replicated for my clients, and the same system that already been successfully replicated by some of my students in getting amazing results. It's the basic 4 components of this system that I would share with you freely in this class. So this is supposed to be a master class. So after this ad, you might not be able to see this video again. So pay close attention, because once this ad goes down, you would pay to access this video again. Now, before I go ahead and talk about these 4 things, I would like to make a few assumptions. Now, the assumption I would like to make is that you have found a great product with a considerable high demand, or just a good product with a fair level of demand. Because if there's no or low demand for your product, you would not be getting much reaction from any audience you might be targeting. Because if you really want to start anything, if you really want to go broad, that means what you're selling has already gotten a little traction from your organic traffic you've been getting. So there must be a demand for your product before you want to jump into paid traffic. Now, let me get into the 4 basic components that your ad needs, and I'm going to explain so that you know exactly how to tweak, what to do if you're lacking. So the first one is your audience. Your audience is one of the most important. If you don't have the right audience, even if other things are perfect, you will not get the sale. Even if you got a good product and a good message and creative, once it is showing up in front of the wrong audience, it will do you no good. I don't really want to digress into how terrible it is to show your ads in front of the wrong audience. So I'm just going to tell you how I find the right audience for my clients or for myself. For my clients, I just think of the last 3 to 5 persons that bought from them and talk about their observations about them. Then we pick out what's common between these people and use it for targeting. I mean, just imagine what I tell them. Just imagine, and not even imagine, just think, remember, recall, because if you have been in business and you want to run ad, that means you've already sold your product or your service to someone before. Just think about that person. What are their characteristics? What are their age brackets? What do they do? What do you think they do? What are their beliefs, and what are your observations about them? Let me use the fashion industry as an example. Let's say I'm selling Turkey designer wears. I know my target audience is a working class woman, probably age 25 to 45. And she likes fashion. She's probably a young parent. From that age, she might probably be a young parent. And she likes to check out relationship groups, gossips online, Rant TV or something to while away time after a long day at work. She probably likes Z-Word, romantic movies, and she probably likes parenting groups because she's a young parent. She doesn't really know what to do, so she checks to really know how to take care of her home and all that. By the time we've brought out all these observations and imaginations, you just write these things down and use these things to target the person on the Facebook setup, the detailed targeting section. Target them with the interests, demographics, the age, just as you have described. What this tells Facebook is that, okay, Facebook, I have this perfect person. I want you to go and skim through the whole of Nigeria,
or the whole of Lagos, if you are targeting Lagos, or if you're targeting Benin, I want you to skim through everyone and search for just select these specific people, specific type of person, because there is a high chance that if these type of description, if they resonate with my brand, that means if the message goes out there, there's a high chance of it resonating with people of like manner. There's a high chance that my message will resonate with those type of people. That's why you would want to do this, and it will eventually be cheaper because you'll not be spending too much showing your ads to unnecessary people. Other targeting methods you could use is targeting popular persons in your industry. Okay, target prominent names in your industry, and then just basically do your research. Find out the age, work, interest, location, what are their hobbies, who are the mentors that they believe in, who are the popular names in your industry, what type of devices do they use, what type of do they make use of in your industry. Okay, use it to target them. The second thing that you should look out for is your creative. When I say your creative, your videos, your images, your text, they should be able to capture attention immediately they are seen on the platform. Facebook, whoever is on Facebook is not prepared to come see adverts. So if you want to advertise to them, you need to capture their attention for whatever their original intention was. Maybe their intention was to come and see funny videos, or come to interact with their loved ones, or come to see pictures of their friends. Okay, if you want to capture their attention, you need a disruptive video. And what better ways to disrupt someone rather than showing the results they want, they have been yearning for a while. Now, for example, let's say somebody is struggling with their business, okay, and then you are just out here with your results, like, hey, I've been struggling with my business, this is my result that I got, and the person will be like, I'm in this same business and you got this result. How? What I'm trying to say is, if you're doing any advert of any sort, you should be able to show your results first. In that first 5 seconds, you show your results first. All right, that's the best way to capture your target audience's attention. People want to buy the result, they want to buy the end product. All right, show that result. Let them have a picture of the ending in your creative. Let them have a picture, a visualization of what we look like at the end, because that will bring them in, and then you can now sell them the process of how you got there. All right. For images, use relatable images. You can't be using white men to advertise to African people. That's like crazy. You can't. You get low reactions from people. I'll tell you later how that affects your advert a lot. Now, for text, your text, what you do about your copy is, well, let me just say what I do about my copy. You see, I go to groups, I go to comments, I go to YouTube comments, Facebook comments about what I'm trying to find what people are saying about what I'm trying to sell. I find out what people are saying about it, what I'm advertising, and I phrase my headlines and caption with the type of words or phrases or sentences they use. Let your headline answer these 2 questions in the mind of your target audience. The 2 questions are, what is it? Let them know what you're advertising from your headline. And the second question is, what is it used for? Just give them the ability to capture your entire message in your headline and your subheading. And for example, maybe I'm running an ad to get people interested in email marketing. I'll be like 5 new psychological hacks I use to increase my email open rate. Now, whoever sees that will know that, okay, this is for email marketing. My target audience now I'm talking about, they will know that this is my email marketing, and this person talking about open rates. That's the subject lines. Okay, it will not be, that heading will not be relatable to somebody that doesn't know anything about email marketing. That's not who you want to target. That's not who you want to click on your ad. You want your target audience. So an headline like that will tell your target audience that this is it and this is what it's talking about. And since I'm having a problem with mine, I think if I click on this, I would learn more and I would gain more knowledge, and that would
take that your target audience to the next level of your funnel. And that's the goal of your advert. Your Facebook ad is to get that person to go to the next stage, drop an email to buy something, could be to opt in to something, and that's the goal. Once you're able to get that, you can follow up and try to get them to buy whatever you're selling. Now, the third item on the list is your offer. Now, your offer is that thing you say or that thing you add to your product or your service that increases the value of your product. You want to position your product value in a way that whatever price you are placing on it will be so small when it is being compared to what you are giving out. Instead of selling just one product, you sell a bundle, and then people will be like, wow. Because once they see that, they'll make a psychological calculations in their mind, like this thing is really cheap compared to what is actually what. They'll make a calculation of the value of what you're offering in their mind, and once they see that the value is higher than what they're actually paying, that's when they'll rush in and they want to buy. Meanwhile, you have made your own calculations, like this is what I'm bundling together, this is what I'm giving, and this is the price. You're creating a sort of perception in the minds of people that what they are paying for what you're offering is way smaller, so they are stealing from you. You want to create that perception like they are stealing from you, because people don't want to be cheated. They don't want to be cheated. That's why anytime you call a price for something in the market, somebody always asks you, what is your last price? Is that your last price? They want to negotiate. So if you're able to make them feel like you're giving them more value for their money, then you will always get the sale. This is one of the most important things that make people want to take action on whatever advert. So you need to infuse this into your advert. If you're not doing it before, you do it now. I know most people nowadays, they just go about doing maybe 30% discount, 20% discount, this discount, that discount. But that's like too popular now. People have already read into that. So the more unique you come with your offer, the better your ad becomes. And also in your offer, you should always endeavor to add something like a time limit, so that you can effect a faster response from buyers. Like it could be a limited stock, could be deadlines. If you're a fashion industry, you could say something like, if you buy this amount of thing, you get this as a gift. Maybe if you buy 50,000 naira worth of product, you get a Prada bag that is what this is. Or if you just put something to blow their mind. But when you're doing that, make sure you're always in the profit. And then add the time limit, limited stock, could be deadlines. And then there are so many things to make your offer irresistible. Free delivery, discount. Like I said, discount is too popular now, so it might not have a very strong effect on people like it used to before. That third thing that you need for your advert. Now, the fourth thing is your understanding of the algorithm. Now, when I use those big words, I'm just trying to say your understanding of how Facebook places your adverts. Alright, you need to understand how the tool works. Facebook ad is just like it's a means to an end for you to show your business to more people, and your mastery of a tool will actually determine the results you get. The difference between a general and an average soldier is their mastery of the tool. The difference between the best warrior and an average warrior is the mastery of the sword. They both go into the battle, they fight, an average soldier gets killed, the warrior gets out alive because he knows how to use the sword. So your mastery of the Facebook algorithm would actually give you a hedge over every other person. Now, one thing I could just tell you on this part is the Facebook algorithm shows your ads to more audiences when your creative affects reactions from people. Now, the reactions I'm talking about are reactions like comments, likes, shares, longer impressions. What I mean by longer impression is, for example, somebody sees your ad, maybe if it's even a photo or a video, and they spend a lot of time watching it. That means what you're putting out there is quality. Once you are able to effect that reaction from people, the algorithm reads that and it begins to show it to more and more people. So as if it's bad, your advert will be shown to less people, and it's a game of numbers. If you meet, let's say, 1,000 people and maybe 5 people clicks your ad when it's being shown to 100 people, that means if it's shown to 1,000 people, that means 50 people will click your ad. So as the number increases and the number of clicks increases, and maybe out of 100 clicks you get like maybe 10 buys, that means you need about 2,000 impressions to get 10 people to buy. So the more number it goes, the higher your sale. So let's say your ad creative is really good, and then the normal average, because Facebook gives you a lower range and a higher range of how many people can see your ad. Now what it tells you there is, the lower range tells you that if your ad is terrible, this is the number of people that can see it. Then if your ad is really good, this is the number of people that will see it. So sometimes you see something like 50,000 to 150,000 people be able to see your ad. So what it tells you there is, if your ad is whack, this is the number of people that we're going to show it to. But if it's good, this is the number of possible people that we can show it to. Alright, so you should endeavor to make your ad creative really dope. Now, when I say really good, it doesn't really matter that you need to go and make some kind of very high definition or very professional. You should be able to make a video that is relatable to your target audience needs, what might attract them, like I said in the video before. Alright, so there are other things that you also do to make sure your adverts are really awesome, to make sure your adverts give better results when it comes to the algorithm. Okay, these 4 things, these very 4 important things, these 4 things will turn your ad around if you're able to get the grip on it, if you're able to understand it. But the truth is, this is just a scratch on the surface of what I personally do to effect great results. Alright, this is just a scratch on the surface. But you can do this, you can effect this in your ad and get this type of results. But if you want to get in depth, if you want to get great results, if you want to get in depth with me personally, I have created a series of videos where I go in depth to my processes. I'm not gonna bore you with lots of fanciful lies of what you might expect. I'm just going to show you how you can create ads that will attract your target audience and turn them into buyers. But before you can really achieve that, you need to learn the basics, and then learn the intermediate, and then learn the expert level. What I mean by the basics is you need to learn how to set up your business manager, you need to learn how to set up your payment method and solve all the payment issues you might have. Okay, you need to learn about your target audience. If you don't have an idea of who they are, you need to just learn the basics first, set up your ad, and then I will now take you further, learning how to create profitable ads no matter what niche you're in, and then also teach you how to optimize your ads in case your ads is taking off and you're getting good results. I'll show you how to scale your results. Okay, and for those of you, if you don't have a website, I'll show you my secret Facebook to WhatsApp strategy to getting more sales, and then teach you my 314 Facebook ad setup strategy that never fails, and also teach you about the one thing that I do that reduces my cost per results. Then you also discover my one simple secret that I use to create advert video that converts. Just one simple secret that I use. And then you learn also from my series of case studies from different niches, because I run ads for people. So I'll show you my processes, and if you're in that niche, you'll be able to see step by step what you should do in your own adverts. I'm just going to take you by the hand. You're just going to watch it and you're going to replicate it. I've shown processes for creating ads for real estate, for fashion, for coaches, and so many others. And then you get to learn, about some ideas about offers that you should be making. Some incredible ideas about offers that you can make for your whatever business you're in. You'll be able to apply it into it and get good results. And then I also have bonuses, okay, that I know that you're going to need to get good results with Facebook ads, like how to turn into a great copywriter in less than 48 hours. At least that was what it took for one of my students who I taught copywriting, and I gave an assignment, and the next day I got to see a long copy. Like, it was incredible. I didn't know it was the way I thought it was that easy to assimilate. I'll teach you how to write great copies for your adverts. Even if you want to write long copies for a landing page or anything, you're going to learn how to be a master copywriter. And then I'm going to teach you how to not get banned or have your ad account suspended. And if in any case your ad account has been suspended, I'm going to give you access to lots of scripts that I use to recover suspended ad accounts. And then I'm going to teach you about all the Facebook objectives and how to use them to get great results. Then you discover how to create simple funnels for affiliate marketing. All of this I'm going to teach in a series of videos that you're going to assimilate, and you're also going to have access to me anytime you want. Now, you can make an easy choice and just pay the sum of $6,200 and opt into my online school and get access to this and get access to more videos I'm going to put in, because I usually upload case studies of the normal ads that I run for people. I just upload the processes I go through. You can make the easy choice of paying the sum of $6,200 and opt into my online school, or you can go back to running ads your old way and hoping for good results. I mean, your old way of getting low clicks on your ads after going through all that stress and running the ads, getting low clicks, high cost per click. Your old ways of spending lots of ads and getting no results, your old ways of getting your ad account banned, or you could just make the smart decision and get enrolled in this online course. Well, the best part of this is if you go through this course and you don't get any good results in your business, I'll send all the money you paid for the course with an apology. So you got nothing to lose but everything to gain, and you always have access to me via WhatsApp. Of course, I'm going to drop my number at the top or below this page, and then even if you have questions right now, you can reach out to me on WhatsApp right now, or just click the button and get the course and go through the course and solve all the questions you've been having about Facebook ads, all the doubts you've been having. Just imagine knowing a step-by-step process you need to take to get your adverts to give you good results all the time. No more guessing if it's going to work. It always works. No matter what type of business you're doing, once you apply these processes that you're going to learn from this course, you are always going to have a good result for your ad. Okay, I have a lot of secrets to share, so click the link and get enrolled today.